One word I would use to describe Valeria is dedicated.
If I could describe Valeria in one word, it'd be powerful.
One word that describes Valeria to me is inspiration.
She just cares so much about the people within the delegation and their experiences over any sort of title or achievement. It's been an honor to see her grow as a delegate and stepping into the role of president, and I'm just so proud of the work she's done. She's one of the most sweetest people I've ever known, and I'm just so lucky to have her as a friend.
I think this because she's a very strong person. She's dedicated to her own work, and she's definitely an empowering person just to talk to. If you've had a conversation with her, she's a very empowering person. She's also someone that I can confide in, and I thank her for that. And I just want to say I love you very much, Valeria, and congratulations on graduating. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see you prosper and grow in life. And yeah.
I picked this word because I tend to look up to her, and I believe that she's one of my biggest role models. She inspires me in so many ways when it comes to being a better delegate, but also a better person. I can see how determined she is and how hard she works, and how she makes me laugh all the time. And that's what inspires me the most about her. She's just a really good person, and I'm thankful to have her in my life. I love you.
To describe Karina in one word, I would say she's very ambitious.
So one word that describes Karina is compassionate.
One word I would use to describe Karina is caring.
Running her freshman year to being VP this year, it's nice to see how full circle it's all gone, and I know she always kills every opportunity she's able to have, and she takes advantage of it, which is a good thing. It's really nice to see just how much you've grown since your freshman year, and I know you're going to carry these traits on with you for the rest of your life, and I can't wait to see what your next step is. So yeah, congratulations.
She's always there for me whenever I need help, and she's patient and kind when she talks. She always thinks of others way before herself, and I always feel a sense of security and calmness around her. I know that in the near future, she will do great things.
Me and Karina got really close this year, and she's someone I've always felt like I can trust and be comfortable around. She's such a genuine friend and a genuine person. She's always there to talk to me, to comfort me, to guide me through any new experience, just like an older sister.
The word I would go with to describe Nick Rendon is exuberant.
One word I would describe Nick as is incredible.
So my word for you is just straight up Nick, because there's no one in the world that's like Nick.
Nick has always had an immense amount of energy that he has always been able to apply in anything that he sets his mind to, and I am truly excited to see what Nick puts his mind to and that energy towards in his future, because it is a tremendous gift that he has that I'm excited to see him apply in the future.
You are so smart. It's incredible how many facts you know, and it's so interesting to watch you pop off on any subject, like during a debate, because you know so many facts. And you are so kind. You brought Band-Aids to SAC, and you let me borrow your jacket when I was really cold, so I really appreciate that. And you always lift my mood. You're so funny. Whenever I'm in a bad mood and you come into the room and you just tell silly jokes, it makes me so happy, and I'm really glad I got to know you this year, and I'm so proud of you for getting into UCSB. I hope you have an amazing time there, and when this is all over, we should definitely hang out.
You're so unique that people understand they're never going to interact with a person like you, so they value their experiences with you. For example, a lot of memories I value are like the Kodak Blackbirds, my CrossFit, Mike Truck, Boots Bootlicker, Trout Party, Toy Story with Kenneth and Olivia. Like those were things I value a lot, because I noticed that in the future I'm never going to be able to interact with another person like you unless I'm interacting with you. So yeah, thank you.
Hello. One word I would use to describe Kennedy is ambitious.
One word that describes Kennedy for me is real.
One word that I'd use to describe Kennedy is definitely passionate.
Kennedy has this vivid and contagious hope for the future, and her ambition and passion to be a part of making that future happen is a wonderful thing to watch, and I wish her all the best.
She's a a really genuine person, and I could tell that she really cares for people and that she really wants to help people and be successful. And she's really smart and funny, and she's one of the nicest people that I know in this delegation. I'm really glad I became friends with her, and I know she will be really successful in the future, and she'll do great in college, and I'm very proud of her for going to college, and I'll miss her very, very much.
Whether it be in theater or music or politics or just the day-to-day conversations that she has with people, she always manages to do these things with an incredible passion that only Kennedy can manage to pull off. It's something that I really admire about her, and I'm gonna miss, but I know that she's gonna change a lot of people's lives, and I'm really excited for her.
Hey Nate, if I were to describe you using one word, I'd use purposeful.
One word I like to describe him as is charismatic.
I can only describe you as one thing, and that's a role model to me.
You've always been determined to find the path that you want to walk down, and you've always wanted to grow and learn as much as possible to get where you want to get to, and I've always admired that about you.
Because he is so likable and funny that you could just at any time strike up a conversation up with him, and you just know it's gonna end up with a funny quip by him, and you just know that anytime you see him it's gonna be a good time, and it's gonna be very sad to see him go, but thank you for the past 3 years.
I aspire to be like you because you always get good grades, you always help people, and you always take leadership in any position that you get. I also want to thank you for all the times that you've given me, whether being in a YNG seminar, in board game camp, or just playing with me in Icebreakers. You showed me everything that YNG was about, and you also cared about me. And I just want to say thank you again.
One word that I would use to describe Amelia is actually a word that Chris used when telling me about what she's done the past year or two, and that's light.
One word that would describe Amelia would be beautiful.
So I would describe Amelia as a very dedicated person.
Throughout YNG, a lot of people are scared, nervous, but I've heard that Amelia's been there for every single one of them, and I'm really proud of that. I'm really happy to hear that. That was one of my main goals in YNG, was to be there for everybody, so I'm really glad, Amelia, you've been doing that. I wish you the best, and I know you're going to kill it, so keep doing you.
She has such a kind and caring heart and is there for everyone. She makes everyone laugh, and even when they're feeling down, or even if they're not feeling down, and just making everyone smile and making their day. And I know that the future will bring her in so many great places because she's such an amazing person and I love her so much. And yeah.
She gives her all to everything that she does. In YNG, she's been a part of it for 4 years, making the most of the program for herself, running for things. And in her friendships, she always tries her best to show you how much she cares, and you can really tell that whenever you're talking to her. And so yeah, I would just describe her as a very dedicated person, fun person to be around.
One word that describes Olivia is loving.
If I had to use one word to describe Olivia, I'd use the word model.
She's kind of like a French bread, hard looking on the outside and crunchy, but that crunch is so and the inside is so soft and caring and buttery and delicious. She's thoughtful, mindful, diligent, hardworking, and has so much love and care to give.
And not the fashion model on the runway, even though based on how gorgeous she is, she'd probably fit into that one too. But I meant like a role model. Olivia's always been a role model to me in the delegation. I became parliamentarian because of her, and I always ask her about my schoolwork. She's just always there to help somebody whenever they need it, and she does it kindly and doesn't make it feel like you're burdening her. I'm so happy that I got to meet Olivia through this amazing program, and I got so much help from her, and I honestly don't think I'd be where I am today without her. So thank you, Olivia, for being my role model in the delegation and honestly in life.
Hey Olivia, it's Bryant. Just wanted to let you know I'm happy that you're UCLA bound, finally did it, and that I'm thankful and grateful that you and I have become such close friends, and that we can continue on the bond that we have until later on. And you are the smartest girl I know, and have the most potential. So I hope that you follow that and you continue on with what you're doing already, because you're already doing many great things. Right?
Hi, April. If I were to describe you using one word, it would be a humanist.
A word that describes April would be humble.
A word I would use to describe April would be bright.
That you've always been interested in human value. You've always wanted to do what you can do with what you have, and you've always been ready to speak to people, dialogue with one another. You joke around, but you're always ready to be serious when you need to be. And it's something I really admire about you, because you're always on the right path and you always want to further yourself and further everybody around you.
April always, when I got to know her better this year on the officer team, she would be taking on all these roles and doing everything, all these extracurriculars on top of her academics and honors and everything that she was doing. And even though she would seem stressed out at times, she would never be like, oh, I'm taking all these honors type of thing trying to get into blah blah college or anything like that. She's very humble in everything that she does, and every conversation that you have with her, you learn something. It doesn't matter if it's 10 seconds, 30 minutes, it was just always her being humble and just wanting to have a genuine conversation with her.
Is because whenever anyone asks her something or whenever she wants to share something with the delegation, she's very thorough and in-depth. And another thing is that she's very helpful, and she'll help whoever she can the best that she can. And she's done so much for this delegation, and I know she'll do amazing things in the future.
One word that I would use to describe Karen would be spirited.
The word that best describes Karen, I chose amazing.
A word I would use to describe Karen is loving.
She has such an amazing positive energy about her and instantly lights up any room, and I know that she will carry that into college and beyond and just continue to inspire people.
This is pretty hard for me, but I went with amazing just because I feel like amazing is a accumulation of traits. Like you could put so many things into an amazing person like Karen. She's so talented and smart and funny and beautiful and kind and sweet and supportive. The list goes on, but I think amazing is one word that sums it up.
And on my first day of freshman year, I remember her seeing that I was in her advisory, telling me that she was happy that I was in her advisory. And she might not remember it, but I remember it, and I will always remember you as a person who Snapchatted me at like 12 a.m. telling me that they loved me and that they were happy that I was their daughter. And I just love you, Mom.